I look at it like every gig is a chance to be excellent, to be awesome. That's the goal.
Yeah.
And you have that opportunity.
Yeah.
I agree, and sometimes I forget that until I'm on stage, and I'm like, oh wait, look at me, I'm on stage in front of people. I get, this is a chance to be, like you said, just a chance to be awesome.
Give it the full effort. All right. Well, sorry,
Final
Tom.
piece.
Yeah.
Always overtip the servers and the bar.
Yes.
Because then they'll smile when you show up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I thanks to everybody for all the input and advice. I need to go teach a dance class now.
Yeah. No worries. No worries. Thanks for coming. All right. Well, my wife is Amber right here, and she does all the invoicing. Now, and to your point, John, you gotta go find a gig, go invoice for them, blah blah blah. So thanks to Amber and the bookkeeping folks at all the companies, they do all this stuff for you. So, but you gotta sign or she can read. So go ahead, give them some scoop, Amber.
Amber alert.
Yeah, so most of you I've met in person, some of you I haven't, and it's just been online, but I will say the top things that really help me out is like use the name that is on your W9. Not your stage name, not what your wife calls you, like I need your name, because even if you do some version of it, I know that it's not your legal name, and then I've got most of the culprits like memorized, but I don't always get it right. I am a human, and I do a lot of these, and I'm always going to do my best, but writing your legal name, writing some of the businesses are different, unfortunately, but if there's a to and from and a total, write the to, from, and the total, not just the to, or not the to and from, like the whole, all of that information is really important to me, and to you guys as well, to get those numbers right, so I can input them correctly. Noel's is a little tricky. I understand there's there's a couple of shifts during the day that don't get paid. I think it's clearly marked on schedule fly, but just not signing in for those is that.
So yeah, it's just Monday through Friday morning. All the other gigs at Noel's are paid. It's just a kind of a fun thing we thought we'd throw out there. And somebody brought it to us, like, hey, it's a coffee shop. People do that in other places, and so yeah, everything else is paid though.
I played one. I consider that to be a useful time to go try something new, like I did a DJ set over there.
I appreciate that. You can play a few.
I love it.
That's a really cool
Great
back.
crowds walking.
Yeah.
Just random times.
Yeah, and get it.
Different vibe in the morning too.
Right,
Yeah,
for sure.
Sunday church.
Yeah, gospel
Sunday
gospel brunch, yeah.
Well, the weekend
Get in
morning
on
ones
that.
do pay, though, right?
They do,
Saturday
yeah.
and Sunday, yeah.
They do, yeah.
And then to go off what Mark Sheet said earlier, keeping your information up to date on schedule fly is really helpful too. So email, cell, like sometimes something will pop up and I'll try and contact, because also I'm the middle person in between Azul Base Camp and what we do for the music, so I can change stuff on QuickBooks, which is how you guys get paid myself, but when it comes to Azul and Base Camp, maybe I need to provide them your information, and I can't do that if I don't have your contact information. And then also, for those of you who do direct deposit, thank you so much. For those for you guys who don't, then having your current address is very important, because that check's not going to go to the right spot if I don't have the right address. And I think that's it.
Can I say one thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been in this thing for what, like 12, 50 for a long time, and I've been in it like pretty heavily for the last 5 years. Amber's only been doing this for like what 2-3 years, and like she says she's only human, but I don't believe that because the only mistakes that happened have been my fault or the bookkeeper's fault, like since you've been doing it. So thank you, Amber.
She's pretty. Yeah. She is definitely on top of it and takes it very seriously. I'm so blessed because this is the stuff I hate, and she loves it. She puts the headphones on, and she's entering all this stuff, and it's. All right, well, let's do. Mickey, would you mind introducing yourself, your hometown?
Oh, hey, it's Mickey.
Hey, Mickey, you're so fine. So, and then instead of the interesting musical fact, maybe a tip that can help the rest of the musicians that you've learned in your time. And she's been playing with us. You were like 12 or 14 when you first played it, basically.
Legally work, which I think was like 15.
15, yeah. She's brilliant. All right.
Yeah, so 2015.
Okay,
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah. My name's Mickey Ray. From Gardnerville, but basically been in Tahoe every day since I could drive.
Right.
Volleyball too, so we did like our practices up in Zephyr and stuff. So.
Right.
And I don't know. I mean, I'm in a band now, so I've been in a band for like the past 4 years.
Right.
It's been pretty good. And now I guess get yourself good people and good manager. My dad's my manager.
Oh.
And he's kind of just.
That's good.
What's the name of the band?
Oh, Mickey Ray and the Hooligans.
And the Hooligans.
Yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Cool.
You know, just have fun. And yeah, having a good manager helps too with like bigger stuff. So,
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be great to have a manager. Bob, would you manage us? All right, how about,
What I used to do for a living.
what time is it?
It is 5:41.
All right, we got a few more minutes. Let's do question and answer. And if it sounds like a dumb question, ask it anyhow, because somebody else probably has it. Roger's first, and then Greg.
Any updates on the stage at baseball?
Oh, the stage, yeah.
No, but I need to find out because they're definitely building one outside.
Are
Is
you
that
gonna put a
something?
heater out there too?
Well, there's a whole bank of heaters outside.
Yeah, like
They're
one
not,
for the musicians.
but they're not.
Danny said that. He said he was
Yeah,
gonna put one out.
I'll find out. Greg?
So Nikki, are there any venues in Gardnerville that we could pursue?
Honestly, in Gardnerville, they're like right up here. The only one is it Jeff and Kimmy's new restaurant. At the
Oh, right.
Concourse. I haven't played there yet, but I've heard good things.
I played there. It was fantastic.
What's that
Yeah.
called again?
What is that, honey?
The clubhouse.
Yeah,
clubhouse.
it's about that.
And I played when it was cold, but it looks like an awesome place to play outside in the summer. Although it's gonna get super hot too there. All right. What else, you guys? Yeah.
Chance
Mike?
of getting that pergola at the corner with some heaters?
Well, the agreement was California Burger would provide a heater and Azul would provide a heater, and as you've seen, it isn't that great. And now they put the canopy on because it was summer for a week, and then someone was playing the other night. And they're like, "Hey, can I get the heaters?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm getting a hold of all the managers, and they're like, "We can't put heaters. It'll melt that canopy." So it's not a good. You're right. It's not a good situation. And the landlord and both Burger and Azul have all agreed to split a third a structure, but it requires Marriott, Padma, which is an association with Vail and everybody, the city, and
That would be awesome.
so. But even if it's 2 years out, we're gonna try to do that. So yeah.
Suggestion, sometimes in the summer I'll bring a fan. Bring
Yeah.
your own fan, you can bring your own little space heater. Set it right
If it's
there.
on,
Yeah.
it probably won't melt it.
Yeah, you could bring your one low, but
Just an idea.
anything else? Yeah. Yeah.
There's like the Mr. Buddy, like the bigger ones.
Yeah.
You put them on the floor, and
Those
they're
are good.
propane powered, and
Okay.
then it won't damage the canopy, you know.
Okay.
But we were talking with Bob about that the other day, and like having like two on each side
Right.
would be an option too for like these weird times.
Yeah,
that,
that's a great idea. We could probably do that. I mean, fortunately, we're gonna be in great weather here shortly,
Right,
but
we're
yeah.
about to get into it.
Okay.
It's gonna snow next Tuesday.
Well, a week or 2 weeks or whatever. All right, well, with our remaining time, let me give you guys a couple of more things I wrote down here. The leadership teams at all these restaurants are super busy. Right now, they're not as busy. But if you have a problem with anybody, anything, text me. My number's on Schedule Fly, and I give it to you if you want. But you probably should all have it on your phone.
So you vouch for Ted's like responsiveness too. If it's not important, you probably won't hear back. If it is, you're gonna hear back really quickly.
Well, yeah, and do it and text me 24/7. It's because
That
it's
actually makes me feel.
if it's 1 in the morning, I don't care.
You always get back. Like,
Yeah, I'm pretty
it's like,
good.
oh, I can't get over the hill because of the snow. You're always like right on it.
Yeah, and none of that's a problem. Yeah.
I just have a quick question.
Yeah.
So I do like the U-turn and offload by Calibrator there. Has anybody
Right.
had any like interactions with the cops or anything about that? 'Cause I heard that some people.
Put your hazards on. Act up.
I put the hazards on.
Have you?
Take the hazards on. You're not. You're not a hazard. Why would you? I have.
Oh yeah. I think,
Now, do you stay?
Can I answer that? I've had the cops like drive right by me while I was doing that, and they don't care. I've had other drivers yell, "You can't park here," but I've never had things like cops have been driven right by.
I was just curious because.
Well, it's a little farther, but I always pull out in the pullout by the old theater.
Oh, there you go.
I've stayed. I mean, I shouldn't, but I've stayed there for like an hour. Like it's yeah. So, but in 20 minutes, not an issue. But that is a good point because Fred got tickets for just at base camp going through the parking garage, unloading, and then leaving. And I think he can fight it and win it. I'm going to help him if he has a problem. But yeah, Nikki.
First, you got a ticket like for being in there.
In the
Like,
garage.
Yeah.
Like a fine. Because I got one like last summer, and they told me I couldn't do anything about it because I also hadn't been to base camp and like since they put in the new payment system where you pay first instead of after. So I had no idea. So I remember playing base camp and coming back and be like, oh my god, like now I have a fine. And then I talked to one of the guys and they're like, sorry, already like put in the system or something.
So I guess I'm gonna say that, like, I don't know if it's probably too late for you now,
Yeah.
but the guys walking around aren't gonna give you any help. They're gonna just say, too bad, but you go online and there's like a whole, if you go, it's on the little ticket.
Yeah.
Like you go to whatever it says on that and they'll, like I did this just the other day, because it's, here's another point I wanted to make about that, is that it's pretty unaffordable most daytimes, but it's $5 after 5 p.m.
Yeah.
So if you have a gig that you can get there at 5 or later, to me that's affordable to just pay $5 and park right there. That's quick and easy. But what I did forget though is I did the 5 and I like loaded everything in and I forgot the new system you have to pay before you go in. So I got a ticket just a couple weeks ago. But you go on the little online thing, whatever it's got on there, you follow that, and then you go, it has all these options, drop down menu, to contest it. And I was like, sorry, I forgot to pay. They took it off, they said one-time courtesy, they wouldn't do it again. So,
They also don't on Manzanita, Humbaba. They don't ticket on Manzanita. They'll ticket like the few streets after, but Manzanita, which is the street right behind us, there's a full road, everybody just.
Except in the winter sometimes.
Except
Yeah,
in
when there's
winter,
snow, you can park on the
sometimes.
street. but
Sure,
it's
it's
real
a
bad.
2-block walk, but it's the most beautiful blocks.
There you go.
There you go.
well, and then there's also like, this isn't, you know, I always park, what's the Cedar behind the gym.
Yep.
That one doesn't even have those 2-hour signs. That one's like-
Don't park here either.
Don't
Yeah,
park
you'll
yourself
get
right.
yeah.
Across the street in the dirt might be
They will
okay, but
tell
not
you.
in their hotel side.
Yeah. Okay. There was some concern because before 2 people got paid at some stages. Now only 1 person gets paid. I think everybody's aware of that, but just
But you also,
One musician per shift.
but you can split it, right? If
yeah,
put
you can
it-
split it up, and Amber will
Yeah, that's
we'll
another
split it
standard
up.
question.
Just
We can split it, but just
make
put
it clear.
I think I know the answer, but I'm just clarifying.
Yeah, I mean, it's great if if you guys split it in half, like hours wise, but I can do that as long as I know that there's 2 people playing.
And you want it to be split, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just make a note.
If you're playing once a week, just take turns, right?
There you go. You can do that.
If you have every week you're playing a Wednesday.
Yeah. Or if you're playing for 4 hours, one person sign in for 2 and one person sign in for
That
2.
way you can fight with each other and not be mad at Ted.
There you go, yeah. So corner stage and base camp, you can't drink on stage. Everywhere else, you can within reason. For those 2 stages, you do get 2 free drinks after the show. And as Roger pointed out, I think they would be cool with, if you want to play that roulette, you know, or name that tune or whatever.
Give
you
away
can
one of the drinks, yeah.
Well, I also do, and people don't want to answer, so I go, let's play the Who's from the Farthest, and then no one says anything. They're like, you sir, where are you from? And then it's Kentucky. Okay, well that's pretty far. What about you guys? You know, so they don't have the option not to answer. And then all of a sudden they're like, wait, we're from London. Okay. So, and then I'll give them a drink for that. But as you said, I think they rarely want it.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like,
Yeah,
they're
they'll
like,
mostly
this
buy
poor
you drinks.
musician bastard, he can't buy it. Thanks, man.
That's funny.
Yeah. All right. What else? Any other questions?
Did you have another parking question about that?
Well, they're not doing the free 20 minutes to unload and load?
Oh no, yeah, you still do that. I think it's 15 minutes. I asked the guy.
What,
recently.
15 minutes you can still do
Free
that?
15
But you
minutes,
have to
drive
pay
in.
when you drive in?
No, well, no, okay, let me clarify that then. So if you're just going in there to unload, it's unclear exactly where you're allowed to do that. If you find an open spot, you're okay to do it there, because you get 15 minutes for free.
Okay.
I try to get closer, I'm probably not supposed to really be where I get out
Okay.
there. But if you use an open spot, you get 15 minutes for free, just be out within 15 minutes.
Okay.
But you can pay $5 after 5 p.m. To me, that's affordable, and I'll do that and park there if I have a night base camp gig. But the way that the system works now, if you are going to park and stay, is you pay first. If you forget, they're going to give you a ticket. That's what I just forgot that because I was loading in and everything.
So that $5 thing, is that for till midnight or something?
It's like 3 a.m. I think.
They have graded,
Where's that?
payments.
The city.
So you can just push in how many hours you want.
If you
But
drive
for
out
like
fast, it's
until
gonna
3
respond.
p.m., it's only like.
That's how it used to be.
Technology.
What about Noel's, if you play Noel's? Can you park?
Noel's is real tricky for parking. There's a little row in Harrah's that's free.
Yeah,
in
little
there,
parking
but
area
if
behind
I
it.
have time, I'll just circle around until somebody leaves.
Okay.
Otherwise, like I've been thinking about maybe trying to check this little dirt thing right over here.
Yeah, we park on the yellow right after Aleworks, like on the way before the paid parking lot.
That's technically not legal, right? But you got away with it?
No, but it's a loading zone. It's a
Right.
loading zone. for
That's Harris
Aleworks.
private parking. I work for them. The cops can't do anything right there. You
Yeah,
can
that's-
park right on the street. That's how I get into the wells. I just
So
turn
we'll
the corner
pull
right
in
there,
like
Aleworks
underneath the
is
garage,
out.
throw the hazards on, unload our stuff, be very prompt. and
Yeah.
move.
Yeah.
Oh, then move, yeah.
And
Yeah.
that
I thought
loud
we were
parking
actually
lot is
charging
45 minutes free, the loud parking lot. So if you're looking for a spot on that Harris area, just go park there for a sec, load your stuff, and something usually will come up, and then you can sneak into the Harris right
I
there.
mean, I'll even
There you
load,
go.
I don't know if this is even legal, but I'll load in that little alley next to Bally's, but I don't park there, I just
Yeah,
load there.
no, that's all.
I know some people, I'm not gonna say any names, that actually park there, but I'm not gonna do that.
All right.
So you can do the loading from that alley and then.
I don't know if it's legal, I haven't had a problem yet.
Okay.
There's like a little fire hydrant right there, but I'm usually pretty quick when I load.
I've unloaded right by the cops right there, they never said anything.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there you
that's
go.
cool. Also, give up your shifts. Like if you don't want them, like even go out a week or 2 weeks. Like the schedule's out till June or something. So please do that. That gives everybody else a shot to pick them up. I suspend you if you no call, no show, which I hate doing. And sometimes I say, well, are you going on vacation? And so I'll let you play another week and then suspend you or something. But it's supposed to be a month off if you no call, no show. Sometimes it doesn't matter. This time of year, it's dead. But like a lot of times,
Other venues will fire you.
yeah, we won't fire you. You get suspended. But
It's pretty generous of you, Ted.
well, thanks.
Total
Just
no call, no show,
well, and
right?
you guys aren't trying to do that. But the point is, if there's some retribution, you'll take it a little more serious because the venue gets hurt if it's a Saturday night and people are ready for it, and all of us that would have liked to have played that get hurt because right.
Yeah, well, last Saturday I went to AC Stage and I brought all my equipment and I was gonna play, but man, the clouds were black.
Yeah.
And it was cold as hell.
Yeah.
I went and talked to the guys and they said, yeah, you could set up if you want to,
Right.
you know. And should I have called you?
No, but you should put it up.
Even though it's 5 o'clock or 4:30 or whatever?
Yeah, I mean, if you put it up, then everybody on the planet in this environment knows you're not playing. And they're not gonna wanna do it either.
Yeah.
But, you know, somebody like, you know, I might have had a couple beers after and I'm like, I don't care, I'm going to play, you know, like, but you know what I mean? It's like, it's a good way to tell everybody I'm not in. And that's not a violation, you know, obviously, if you get there and it looks like heck, or sometimes, like base camp will say, hey, we're calling off the musician.
I was just gonna say that. Thanks to Will, you did this, and like somebody else. Thanks for saying that in the thing, so somebody else doesn't just pick it up, right?
Yeah.
We don't know. Nobody told us.
I like to give a lot of
if you're getting called off, put that in the thing.
That's a great point, and that's a great point all the time. Like, you know, I got another gig at wherever, or I'm not feeling well, or we can help each other if we let the information out there. And in Greg, in your case, it's gonna snow. You know, I'm you know, some wild man wants to do it, fine, but yeah.
For future reference for anybody, this actually happened to me about a month ago. I got sick, and you know how it is sometimes when you're sick, you can't think straight, you're just kind of waking up, and you're like, oh, I need to go to sleep or whatever. You put a shift up. Sometimes those shifts don't get picked up. And Ted, thankfully, was cool enough to like say, hey, no, you're not suspended. But it was a kind of a back and forth about how it went down. I had put the shift up. If nobody picks it up and the time goes past the start of your shift, it will look like you never put it up.
Yeah.
So take a screenshot of it if you put it up. Even if you're not feeling well and it's hard to like think about that. Even if somebody does pick it up, if the manager doesn't approve it, it will still look like you never put it up in the first place.
Right.
Or it should still look like you're a no-call, no-show.
Well, and that had happened earlier to someone without your level of integrity, and I'm like, oh, I put it up. Like, no, you didn't. I can see it's right there. And then you did it, and I was like, well, I believe Chris put it up, and so that is true. Once the time goes, it won't show that you put it up. Now I can go. In your case, I went back into the history and the back house stuff, and I can see that you put it up. So.
Okay.
So anyhow.
Another way to avoid that though is just text Ted. It's like a job.
Yeah, and then he texted me.
Oh, you did?
Yeah,
Well, then
yeah.
You would have that info then, that he right? Oh, you just didn't know you put it up.
I forget exactly what happened. I think
I
was like, hey man, where are you? And you're like, I put it up, I texted you, you know, and I couldn't tell.
What about that little clause where it says, if nobody picks up the shift, it's still your responsibility anyway?
That's schedule fly verbiage. That's not us. Yeah.
Sometimes
you must come no matter how sick you are.
Sometimes I'll promise that though, especially if it's kind of last minute and I just kind of don't want like doing it. I'll be like, hey, anybody want this? I'll still do it if nobody does, you know.
I like that.
Then I'll follow through on that.
I like that.
I've taken back shifts at the last minute. Nobody's gonna play it. All right, I'll play it.
Right.
I still go on schedule fly and take it back.
Take it back.
Okay.
So nobody will go, oh, nobody's gonna play it. I'll show up.
Well, I have a drive too, so it's like if I put it up and I'm gonna play it, I have to take it back. If somebody can pick it up while I'm driving up here.
No, that's right. So you definitely should take it back.
And it's not ambiguous because hey,
right.
I put up one because of weather.
Right.
And I always watch to see if it gets picked up. And this is the only one that's never got picked up because the weather was it was snowing.
Right.
And it was the
Yeah.
AC stage.
Right.
So now it went past the time. Should I have showed up?
No.
Because it was snowing all day.
No. Once you put it up, it's good. It's great if you can put it up 24 hours, 10 hours, 5. But even if it's 2 hours, you put it up. I see it's up and. It's not a problem.
But then nobody picked it up, so.
Yeah.
But because of weather.
Right. No. It's almost always very evident. Okay. Unless like Saturday night, I won't mention her name, Ansley. Like it was on. They were here Saturday night. You know, they could have used her beautiful little voice, and she just, sorry, I didn't know. And she's on it for like every Saturday for 10 weeks. You know, like, okay, all right.
I've seen people put up shifts same day, and the comments double booked, and I go,
What?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Can I put a plug in for putting the shifts up ahead of time? Cause
Yes.
I'm always trying to get an extra shift.
Right, and that's
the same
on.
day thing doesn't work.
It's this community, like I say it till I'm red in the face, and and it's definitely helpful. And I like to play at last minute stuff a lot too. So like, it would be really cool for them to, if you see somebody or know anybody that's kind of a culprit, say, hey bud, throw us a bone here.
That's your job.
Well, I'm doing it, but I'm just saying I need help because it's not happening all the time. Most people are pretty good. All right, I had one last thing is when it's super packed in the summer, take those breaks every 45 minutes or whatever. During this time of year, like I played at Steamers the other night, there was enough people to make it fun, but I didn't want to lose anybody. I didn't take a break. I played for 3 hours. I'm like, I want every single person that's here not to leave. So you kind of gauge that. In the summer you need to, because the restaurants, mainly Base Camp and the Azul Corner, they want to turn the tables, and you can see tables are camped out. They already ate. They're sitting there and they're not even drinking. They're like, great show, what else?
Sometimes I get reminded about that. I'll play like an hour and a half and forget to take a break.
Yeah, if it's packed, take the break. Yeah.
Two, when you do move on, I mean, like Ted created a place around here, which you need to give yourself more of a pat on the back. Like all these restaurants were like, we have to do whatever these guys are doing, and all these restaurants started creating live music around. However, Ted's is like the best place to start with. You get a good foot, you learn how to be a professional within Tahoe standards.
There's a community that's built up around it where you can actually talk to other musicians.
You go to the Steamers and it's all locals, and Tahoe locals, if you haven't checked Facebook, are freaking mean.
There's a lot of that.
Showed up there,
We all back that up, dude. Ted.
Well, thank you.
Good job putting up those non-paid ones, because we got a lot of musicians in here now. All the paid ones are pretty dang full. So people that want to get their foot in the door, there's lots of those non-paid ones open. If you just want to get your foot in the door, go do one of those.
And as Bob says, we're getting better. Like I practice a little at home, but I would much rather just go there or go to social or something.
Stagecraft.
Stagecraft.
One of the things that I watch a lot of people that are good musicians grow into.
Right.
It's
right.
like it's just, they're at first intimidated. Another thing that I don't know if this is a thing, but somebody said something earlier about people that didn't know how to talk into the microphone. There's one performer who sings great. I can hear her perfect the minute she starts talking. I don't know if she's just back a little different.
Oh, I think I know who you're
Well, I
talking
think
about.
Mark pointed out, when you have reverb on it, it sounds okay singing, then you start talking. So there is a way to cut that.
I just think that's one, if any musician sees another musician with that problem, they could probably help them solve that problem.
Someone already mentioned that, and that is a good point, though. A lot of people I can't understand what they're saying.
And you can hear their songs perfectly.
Yeah.
But when they...
Yeah. Kevin,
You said do not sign into Noel's if you play in the morning.
On weekdays.
On the weekdays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Non-paid gigs.
Yeah.
So it's going to frustrate Amber if we do that.
You can sign in and say, "Don't pay me" or something. But when they sign in, it's like, they don't know, and then I feel bad. I'm like, Billy, it's not. And they're like, yeah, I know it's not paid. I just thought I should sign in anyhow. So if you want to, you can just make a note. Really, any kind of note you want to make on there is always very helpful. Writing your name legibly is the most helpful. And you're actually, but other than that, you can make notes. Thank Amber for her hard work. Whatever you want that helps make it clear, because it's think about it's what did we figure out? So 80 times, like it's 350 shows a month that she's doing invoicing on. That's quite
Well, I'm so grateful to be able to do the job that I have, and you guys all make it it so great, and we've got pretty good like communication going. So the music part of my job is I've done a lot of different parts of the different businesses, kitchen, host, like I've been in every position, and doing the music is in 10 years my like most favorite job that I've had, so thank you guys.
Nice. Well, life is short, you guys, and always remember a bad day playing music is better than a good day doing anything else, right? There you go. All right. All right, thanks, guys.